Going live on YouTube now. Thank you. Going live on YouTube now. Thank you. All right. Man, what the fuck? All right, let's get it to it. All right, cool. Where is that at? What's going on, y'all? Wanted to try something new. I'm gonna be reviewing a couple event space Instagrams. I know a lot of times people are kind of wondering, like, hey, look, listen, what should I be posting on the Instagrams? What should I be looking at? So I'm gonna be picking maybe 10 random Instagrams that I find on social media. Go through the business profile, kind of see what I would change, what I would do differently, so that you guys, if you are in your event space business, you can kind of go ahead and model the same thing and use that to kind of get more leads, get more tours, get more bookings, and all that fun stuff, right? Cool. So let's go ahead and share screen. Sure. Beautiful. All right, cool. So let's just type in, let's do a random city. If you have an event space or whatever case may be, you can also go ahead and just drop your city or drop your Instagram, and I'll go ahead and do a review on it, right? So let's go ahead. Hello. Let's go ahead and pick. Let's see Cali. Let's see what California has, right? Cool. Let's just pick this random one. Okay. And again, all these event spaces, like, I do not know them. There's no affiliation. This is actually not in America. So let's do this. California. Cool. Bon appetit. Cool. Yeah. So again, quick disclaimer. I do not know these Instagrams. I do not know these pages. I do not know these business owners. This is purely for educational purposes. So I don't want you guys thinking like I'm picking on anybody or highlighting anybody or anything like that. This is purely for educational purposes. Let's get into it, right? Bon Appetit Events. First one up. Bon Appetit, Southern California event space creator. Cool. I like the fact that they have the location in their name. If you guys don't know, the name on Instagram is search engine optimized. That's why a lot of times if you type in event space near me on Google Maps, you will see Instagrams of pages that are relevant come up. Don't really know what the Bon Appetit is for. Bon Appetit is like ready to eat in French, but I don't really see what that is like for. But I probably would remove that just because it's just unnecessary characteristics, and it might actually get some of the wrong audience. The next thing that I would change, just kind of off the rip on the bio, is they have event plan. Well, I guess that they are designing and planning events. Yeah. Okay, cool. So this actually is not a venue. This is a okay, cool. That's perfect. This is a good teaching moment. This is a good teaching moment, right? You have to be very, very specific with who you are targeting. Your bio should accomplish three things: who you are, who you serve, and how you serve them, right? In the name, they have Southern California event space creator, but then in the type of business, it says event planner. So it's like, kind of like, which is it? You know what I'm saying? Now, that's not to say that somebody can't be full service, but at the same time, it's just kind of like, you want to be very specific, or to the point where it's like, I would prefer to actually have a separate Instagram for event design versus event space. So I think that's very, 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 very key here. So it's like, because the same way I thought this might be an event space, and then I look and see event planner, it's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, they're not an event space. But what if they were an event space, or what if they were an event planner, or vice versa, right? So that's a key thing right here. You can see how that could be a little bit misleading, and you might miss out on getting your exact target audience. So assuming that they are, because I mean, kind of looking at their page, they probably are event planner. I don't see anything about an event space, right? Then I would definitely take an event space. I would just say Southern California event planner, right? Cool. Let's keep on moving. Let's keep on moving. Search. Let's see. Event space. Let's go to event space California. Why can I not type right now? California. Let's see. Event space California. Let's see what comes up. Okay, cool. Let's see what this is. So this is actually in Richmond, Virginia. All right, cool. Fine. Suite 153 underscore RVA. And again, full disclaimer, I do not know any of these venues. This is not targeted towards anybody or anything like that. This is purely for educational purposes, right? So again, first things first, you see how it has the name Suite 153 RVA. I would change that to something like Richmond, Virginia event space, because again, that's search engine optimized. I do love how they have an active story, because people love to see that people only want to do people generally want to do business with a business that is active, right? For obvious reasons. I would definitely change product/service to performance and event venue, right? Because you're telling the algorithm that you are a product/service, which, okay, cool, in the general context is correct, but we want to be very, very specific. Where, say, for example, I was to duplicate the same exact page and copy everything, but I was going to put performance and event venue, well, that page would get more traffic and they would get more of the right traffic, right? RVA's newest luxury venue, okay? Luxurious event venue for celebrations, intimate weddings, corporate socials, and more. Not a bad bio. Again, the bio should accomplish 3 things: who you are, who you serve, and how you serve them. Right now, it is who you are. It is how you serve them. The only thing that is, it's who you serve, how you serve. I'm confusing myself right now. Who you are, who you serve, and how you serve them, right? This part, which is very, very key right here, is not talking about how we serve them. You're going to notice that there's no call to action here. I didn't mention it on the last page simply because, like, I don't know what they are. I don't know if they're an event planner or a venue. But for this specifically, excuse me, okay, cool. We understand that it is a venue, but there's no call to action. Like, how do I book with you? How do I book with you? How do I get more information, or whatever the case may be? So I mean, like, the first thing that, like, somebody logically might do is they might default to DM, but then how do I know that you manage DMs? How do I know that you monitor the DMs, right? So it's like, they're missing out on a lot of traffic simply because there's no call to action, right? But let's go ahead and go down to the feed. Okay. POV 1995 and 1985. Welcome to your 30th and 40th year. Okay. I love the fact that they're showcasing the decor of the venue. Absolutely beautiful. It's your date to shine and celebrate your milestone moments. Let's make your 40th one for the books. Reserve your date now. So this is so funny, right? This is so interesting. What is that first comment? Is there a website? Is there a website? Like if you are a business, it needs to be very, very clear how people can do business with you. And it's called a call to action, right? You are telling your audience that this is how you do business with me, whether that's email, text, call, DM, book, inquire, whatever the case. This work is absolutely phenomenal. Like, this work is gorgeous, right? I don't know if they had a decorator or they did it themselves or whatever the case may be, but it's like, you're saying book Suite 153, but it's like, how do I do that? Right? How do I do that? All right, let's go down to the next one. If you are a planner, event designer, event rental company in Virginia, Maryland, please drop your name, company name, and handle in the comments. Sometimes our venue clients are looking for your services. Okay, cool. Cool. Another. This looks absolutely gorgeous. Like, this work is absolutely phenomenal, right? Okay, cool. Putting the price right out there. I would prefer to have the client book a tour and discuss pricing and packaging in tour, because here's the thing, right? A lot of people might see something like this and be like, oh, no, $4,700, that's way too much, even though you've included the inclusions and whatnot. But guess what? Like, not everybody's a visual person, right? So not everybody's going to understand that this looks like this, right? Like they're not going to put two and two together. Just going to say like, oh, okay, $4,700. No, I'm okay, because that's just how humans think, right? They're going to see this big price tag and they're going to be like, all right, cool, like no, I'm good, right? So I always like to go ahead and have, hey, come and book a tour with us, right? I do like the fact that this time they actually do have a call to action. I see at the bottom here, we're running an exclusive baby shower and bridal shower special for just $4,700. Select from our signature shower themes, 804, blah, blah, blah. Cool. They have the information right there. Cool. Promotion ends October 31st, 2025. So here's another thing, right? If you are running a limited time promotion, when the promotion is over, you have to take it down. Like you can't leave it because people are going to, one, obviously inquire about the promotion. Then if you're not running that promotion, well, then it's going to be a waste of time. And then two, well, now it just looks like you're not maintaining your business because why are you having old flyers and promotions, right? Like you don't see Walmart advertise a sale that was 2 years ago, right? Like that wouldn't be very, very wise, right? Venue is absolutely gorgeous. I love this walkthrough. I love this setup. This is an absolutely gorgeous venue, right? And I love the fact that they're showcasing the actual venue, right? There's so many times where I go on these pages and I'm just seeing like a picture of a corner here or like, a random flyer, a random post. I love the fact that they're actually showing the actual venue, right? I would definitely tone it down a little bit in terms of like showing the price so much or showing like flash sale, because again, people are going to get used to that, right? People are gonna start to catch on, and then what's gonna happen is that you're gonna notice that like you're just constantly doing promos and flash sales, and then it just becomes a kind of like a race to the bottom, and that doesn't become very, very wise, right? We/they need some help with marketing. If you have some tips for the Insta, they need some help. Are you saying that you need help with marketing, or are you saying that the venue that I'm reviewing needs help with marketing? You tell me, right? For everybody who's just now joining, I just saw a whole bunch of people just jumped into the live. I am reviewing Event Space Instagram's live. I'm giving my feedback on things that they can improve, things that are doing well, things that I don't think that they're doing well, so that they can obviously improve their business. If you are in this live right now and you are an event space owner, or even if you're a business owner, whatever case may be, and you want me to review your Instagram and give some critique, give some tips or whatever, drop your Instagram in the chat and I will go ahead and do a review when I see it. Okay. So yeah, let's take a look at the next thing. Cool. We talked about this. Bring at your okay, I would definitely clean up. Like this caption I would definitely clean up. Guys, you have to remember every single post is a billboard of your business. Every single post. So you have to be very careful in terms of what you are leaving out into the marketplace, right? Obviously, if somebody else posts something and tags you or whatever, that's a little bit out of your control. But if it's something is on your page, you need to constantly be pruning your page. You need to constantly be showing people like, hey, look, listen, this is what my brand represents, right? Now, the next thing that I'm noticing is the cadence in their post. I want you guys to pay attention to something, right? September 12th. July 1st, June 3rd. So they didn't post for 2 months, then they didn't post for a month. Guess what's happening during that time when you're not posting? Your audience is taking your business. You guys want to know how many posts an Event Space Elite's venue has to post before they even consider running ads? 150. 3 to 5 times a day. 150 posts. Why is this so important? Because one, you need to give the algorithm enough volume to go ahead and get in rhythm and know that this is a consistent business, so they start pushing it more. And then two, you need enough volume to see what's working and what's not. So if you're posting once a month or once every other month, well, you're not getting enough data to go ahead and see what's working for your business. I literally had a conversation with my boy this morning. He has a business selling shoelaces, and he was just like, hey, look, listen, like, I'm trying to get more business for my clientele. And I'm just like, well, where are you getting clientele from now? And he's just like, well, I get a lot of posts on Instagram. I'm like, okay, cool. How often do you post on Instagram? He's like 3 times a week. I'm like, 3 times a week. Do you care about your business? Right? Like it really has to come down to that, right? Because if you think about it like this, right? Like look at the bigger brands, right? Like look at how often like these bigger pages are posting, right? Like there are pages that are posting 100 times a day, right? New York One on Channel 1 is running news 24/7, baby. because they know people are always watching. So like even me, like people talk about like, oh Brian, like okay, well you have a team. Well, I didn't always have a team. So now it's just like, yes, now I have a team where we can post 3 to 5 times a day on Instagram, post 3 to 5 times a day on the Event Space Elites Instagram, post 3 to 5 times a day on TikTok, post 3 to 5 times a day on YouTube, stream on YouTube, and all these different things. But I didn't always have that. So you have to figure out ways in order to do it yourself so your business doesn't get left behind. Because I'll tell you right now, any single business owner who relies on social media is going to get crushed by an Event Space Elites venue, because guess who's running their marketing? We are. And we're posting 150 times a month. Okay. So you can't treat your business like a side hustle, like a hobby. You have to treat it like an actual business. Okay. So let's keep on running. Let's keep on moving. So, but other than that, I mean, like, I love the content. I love the content on the actual page. Like, this is an absolutely gorgeous setup. This is an absolutely gorgeous venue. But like, we need to increase the volume. Now, I get what a lot of people might say. A lot of people might say, excuse me one second. I get what a lot of people might say. They might say, like, hey, Brian, well, look, listen, like, I can't produce a video like this every single day or 3 to 5 times a day. And that's okay. That's where clipping comes from. Right. If like so let me give you guys a let me give you guys a quick tip, right? Let me give you guys a quick tip on how we did this at BK Event Spaces, right? So every single event, this is an absolutely gorgeous setup, by the way. Like chef's kiss. This is an absolutely gorgeous setup. I love this so much, right? Shout out this venue, all right? But like one of the biggest things that we did that made us step up, that literally elevated our business in BK Event Spaces when we were running venues in Brooklyn, is that we had an SOP. Every single time we did a setup just like this, my team, part of their job was they have to take videos and recordings of the entire process, not just the finished setup, but the entire process. The loading, the setup, the loadout, the breakdown, the setup, every single part. You have to understand there's so many other pieces and caveats that could come with this setup that you should be utilizing for your Instagram. Right? All the behind the scenes, the live events, the setups, the breakdown, the reactions of the clientele, all these different things come together, right? All these different things come together to produce shareable content. I also love here that they actually do have a call to action. Give us a call for your special events, blah, 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 blah. Perfect. Beautiful. I guarantee this venue would make so much money if like one of the biggest levers, like if I was the CEO of this business today, I would literally say, we need to post way more. We need to post way more. And then once we do that, are going to take all the best performing content and we're going to run it as ads. This would be a $15,000 venue literally overnight. I don't know what money they're making now, right? I mean, I know they posted the $4,700 thing or whatever case may be. But I mean, like, hey, look, listen, tap into Event Space Leads. We can turn you to a $15,000 venue. Let's go. All right, cool. Let's keep on moving. Let's just go ahead. Let's just type in Event Space, right? Let's just do a random one. All right. I don't know what it is, but it seems my comment gets removed. Oh yeah, I can't. I don't know. Okay, cool. Let's take a look at this. The blank canvas space. Okay. 10.4 thousand followers. Wow. Okay, cool. So they must be doing something right. Cool. Houston premier venue, weddings, corporates, creatives. Beautiful. I love that. So first things first, I love the fact that they have Houston in the name. I would just add Houston, Texas, but I mean, as far as my knowledge goes, there's only one Houston in America, so it won't make that big of a difference, right? 2955 Gulf Freeway. I know exactly where that's at, right? I feel like this is one of our clients. I feel like this is. Hold on. Let me. No. I don't know. I put it out. I don't know. Okay, cool. Let's take a look. Right. 10.4K followers, 375 posts. So okay, cool. So they look like they've been doing this for a while, right? Actually, let's go all the way down. Let's see how long they've been in business, right? We are excited for this weekend. Wedding bells coming through. Oh, that's so cute. All right. Cool. I guess that's the owner. Oh, maybe I don't know. Again, so let's see. As a business owner, what would you say you've learned thus far? Oh, okay. I guess that's the owner. Yeah. Again, full disclaimer, I don't know any of these venues. I don't know any of these venues. I don't know any of these people or whatever the case may be. This is purely for educational purposes. Let's keep on running, right? I love the fact that they take so many professional photos. You know what I'm saying? They clearly take their social media very seriously. It seems like they're very active on social media. I'm gonna go back to the bio in just a second. I'm just kind of jumping around a little bit here. Um, let's see. 2023. Okay, cool. So they've been in business for a couple of years so far. Yeah, they've been in business for a couple of years, so they had a chance to kind of figure it out, right? Cool. Venue only or all inclusive. Kings Court capacity 120, Bethel ballroom capacity 300, 2955 Gulf Freeway, and then they have a link tree that goes to Christmas sessions, event space inquiries, scheduled tour, general inquiries. Okay, so let me speak on that for a quick second, right? I like priority, right? When you give somebody multiple options, they choose one, they don't make a decision, right? So with that being said, I like to go ahead and just have one link, one outcome, one funnel. And then you can go ahead and funnel down to everything else. You can go ahead and upsell, whatever the case may be, right? But I like having one thing because guess what? When I go to a link tree, now it's like, oh, cool, Christmas sessions. I might not have even been interested in any Christmas sessions, but now I just kind of want to see it. And then I start thinking about Christmas, and then I got to think about my flight to New York for Christmas. And now it's like my mind has gone to some other thing, as opposed to if it was just book a tour, book a tour, and now it's like, okay, it's focused. I get somebody in the tour, I get them sold, and now I'm out to like, do you guys see that difference there? Like, that's the difference right there. That's what, like, you need focus. You need focus. Like, you need it so it can set up and it can be, okay, cool. There's one outcome that I want so that somebody can do this one thing and I can get paid from it. Right. Other than that, I mean, like, I like the fact that it says Houston. I would just say like Houston, Texas premier venue. Cool. You have to leave the rest of the stuff. The bio isn't bad. The bio isn't bad. I would include some type of call to action in the description in the bio where it's like book a tour right here. Because yes, me as somebody who frequents social media, I'm gonna know to go ahead and click the link tree. But you like the untrained eye might not know that. So they might be thinking like, okay, cool. Like, how do I go ahead and address these people? Or how do I go book a tour? Right? Like, I'm not too sure, right? They might eventually figure it out. But again, you want it very clear. You want it very clear. Think about how much money is dripping away when things are not clear, right? So you always want to think about these different things, right? But I mean, the Instagram itself, like the venue itself, the venue is absolutely gorgeous. It's an absolutely gorgeous venue. You could tell that whoever owns it, so, you know, they spent a lot of money on it or things of that nature. But it's an absolutely gorgeous venue. Let's take a look at. I mean, they've been in business for a little while now, so they've had time and you know, they've had time to go ahead and like put the stuff. The work is absolutely gorgeous, right? This is an absolutely gorgeous setup, right? I know this was one of our clients. This is one of our clients. I know this venue. This is one of our clients, right? It's such a small world, y'all. But yeah, I mean, yeah, this is an absolutely gorgeous venue. I mean, I've said all I had to say on that. All right, cool. Let us go. Let's see what else. What is this? A day as a venue owner. Oh, this is a personal page. Yeah, never mind. Let's book me for your event planning needs. Okay, cool. Like, that's what's up. Yeah, book your next event. Warehouse 635. Okay, cool. Let's take a look. Boom. Let's see. All right, cool. Let's take a look at this, right? Warehouse 635. Again, guys, full disclaimer, I do not know any of these venues. This is purely for educational purposes. And quick shameless plug, if you are looking to find, fund, and fill your very own event space, there is a link in our channel description, and there's going to be a link at this live. Or if you want, you could just go to our page right now. There's going to be a link in the main channel description where you can download the free guide. It's the 7-step guide on how to find, fund, and fill your very own event space. And then at that point, what you can go ahead and do is on the next page, it'll give you that option to book a call with our team if you want help to get there even faster. All right. So go ahead, bookmark that. Make sure you do that. Let's jump back into the live. All right. Warehouse 635 CT event venue. I'm guessing that's Connecticut. 3,000 square foot, capacity 150, owner. Okay. Little sister venue. Okay. Links in bio. Okay, cool. Again, first thing that I would like to do is change Warehouse 635, the name, to Connecticut event venue. What are those, Hartford, Connecticut, whatever part of Connecticut that is, like city, state, event venue, right? I like the fact that 3,000 square feet, capacity 150. Cool. Who we are, who we serve. I would like to address what type of events we do serve. If I don't know what type of events they serve, but like, weddings, corporate retreats, whatever the case may be, like whatever it is, like I would put it in there just because it just adds a little bit more flavor. If you do some type of event design or whatever the case may be, I would also put that here as well. Let's take a look at the link in bio. So again, guys, you see like this is like, I see community meeting, I see send an inquiry, I see schedule a tour, I see a website. You want one outcome. You want one outcome. You want people to do one thing. If you give somebody, like, I get like, there was a study, okay? There was a study, right? Where a restaurant had 30 items on the menu and they timed how long it took somebody to order, and then they switched it to 3 items on the menu. Which do you think people chose faster with? 3 or 30? That is the point I'm trying to make here. So with an event venue, what the only logical outcome that you want or you should want when you have a venue is 3 words: book a tour. That is all I want. I want people to just book a tour. I don't want them going to the community meeting. I don't want them sending inquiries. I don't need them going to the website. I just want you to book a tour. That's it. So I can sell your ass at the tour. That's it, right? Cool. Let's take a look at the posting cadence. All right, October 29th, October 27th, October 10th, okay? And then August 19th, damn, so you kind of dropped off for like 2 months, right? Definitely the posting cadence will have to be increased 3 to 5 times a day. 3 to 5 times a day. If you can't do 3 to 5 times a day, hire us. We'll post 3 to 5 times a day for you, right? 3 to 5 times a day, all right? I don't like a lot of the flyers. It gives very chaotic. If you have a venue page, your venue page should show one thing, and that's the venue, right? The venue page should not be all over the place. The venue page should not be talking about, oh, I went to this bar, oh, we're having a party, oh, no. The venue page should be focused, and that's what I'm trying to teach you guys here, right? We need focus, right? Somebody comes to your page and they see that you got all these different things going on. Guess what? Now you look like an undisciplined entrepreneur. Right now they like, okay, cool. Are they a venue? Are they a party hall? Are they a this? Are they a that? Bah, 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 bah. So now it's just kind of like you're losing clientele because you didn't focus, right? So if somebody is going to your venue page, your event space page, they should see one thing, and that's your venue, right? If you do decor, then the decor should be in the venue, right? Cool. Let's see. Let's do one more. We'll do one more. Let's see. 5959 West Venue. Let's take a look here. All right. 5959 West Event Venue. Blah, blah, blah. Orlando Event Venue. Modern and sleek, 6,000 square feet. Wedding, social events, corporate, book a tour. She follows our stuff. If this isn't a client of ours, they follow our stuff. 100%. 100%. I can absolutely tell by I can absolutely tell. Yo, relax. Sorry, my cats are bugging the hell out. But yeah, like 100%, right? They definitely follow our stuff, right? But I love the bio. The only thing that I would change is the name. I would change it to Orlando, Florida event venue. So again, well, it says event venue Orlando, so yeah, it kind of does the same thing. So never mind. All right. Modern sleek, 6,000 square feet. Book a tour. Clear number. I like it. One link. Okay. I'm looking at the website right now. Okay. One outcome, just to book a tour. They follow our stuff. They follow our stuff. I don't know who this is, but they follow our stuff. They follow our stuff. Like, yo, it's so crazy. Like, I'm not even trying to gas my business or gas our brand, but like the things that we teach are like kind of like so strong in the marketplace that like I can look at a venue or I can look at like the marketing of a venue and be like, yeah, that's us. Like that, like this is our doing, either our doing or our impact, some type of situation, right? But cool. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's take a look at, so yeah, the bio is good. I like that it was book a tour. I like that. Orlando winning a venue starting at 79.50. Okay. I wouldn't. So here's the thing, right? With a price point that high, you are considered high ticket. The best way to sell high ticket is through call or in person. I would not put that on, I would not put that in my marketing. I would not put starting at 79.50, blah, blah. I wouldn't put that price at all in our marketing because guess what? You are going to forego a lot of people who normally would be interested in your venue. So I would absolutely just say book a tour. Book a tour. Book a tour. That's it. That's it. Book a tour. All right. November 21st, November 20th from $350 an hour, starting at $39.50. Whoops. 6,000 square feet, opens till 2 a.m. Bring your own food and drinks. Okay. I mean, it's a gorgeous venue, and I know that it's pretty big. So, I mean, for like $8,000 for 6,000 square feet isn't bad. But again, like it's the methodology. I can tell that they would be losing a lot of business by just not sending people to book a tour and then selling them on the tour. Like I had a friend back in the day when I was in venues, and she had packages starting at this price, and she would eat these packages all day, every day. And like she would sell them like clockwork because people are in there, they feel more motivated, they came to you, they want to get a decision made, they want to find that venue. So that's my 2 cents on that. That's absolutely my 2 cents on that. Highway Farm. Now I could send the name. It's on Insta. Highway Farm. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's see if we could find it. Highway Farm. Event coordinator. Is this it? I don't think this is it. Can you tell me if this is it? Elias Blom Music. I don't think this is it. Highway Farm. Yeah, I'll just type in venue. Yeah, if you could just drop the link, I'll take a look at it. If you could just drop the link, then I could help. Oh, look at that! Event Space Elise. Boom, boom, boom. But again, another shameless plug. Let's see the Event Space Elite's Instagram, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? People in their space. People in their space. You see what I'm saying? Like, let me see. You see, we giving out the game and all that good stuff, y'all. But so again, guys, if you are, yes, it's in Swedish. It's pretty new. Oh, I can't read Swedish, my friend. I'm sorry. I'd love to help, but I can't read Swedish. Again, if you guys are aspiring venue owners or an existing event venue owner and you are looking on help to find, fund, or fill your very own event space, there's going to be a free guide right below this live video, as well as there's a link to the free guide in our channel description. Go ahead, get the free guide. It's going to show you some really, really helpful tips and whatnot for you to go ahead and either start or scale your venue. But if you want more help to go ahead and get your venue as quickly as possible, if it seems like we know what we're talking about, book a call with us on the next page. Book a call with us on the next page so we can go in, we can see exactly where you're coming from and see exactly where you want to go so we can help facilitate that process and get you there as quickly as possible. So again, if you are an aspiring venue owner or you are an existing event venue owner and you want to start or scale, book a call with us on that next page. So you're gonna get the copy of that guide. Book a call with us on the next page, and we'd love to make these dreams happen for you. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Let's get it. Let's go.